your lockdown creativity via the BBC. That comedy sketch, podcast, poem, box set review, play, vlog, blog, from debutantes to those who have had gigs cancelled, let's see or hear it. Upload it now at bbc.co.uk/upload. You may find it used by the British Library, who are creating an archive right now for future generations to see and learn from. So don't let them down. Lockdown Upload. Your creativity showcased on the BBC. BBC Radio London.
I love that. Lockdown Upload.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I do believe it's interesting because that last message you read about someone studying in the Open University, there are people, literally in my Facebook feed, I scroll through it, there are so many people doing live magic, live dancing, live singing, live every instrument you can think of. I mean, what a great opportunity to develop your creative skills. And now there's an outlet for it.
What I think is really fascinating is that in the same way as, you know, they say nature's taken over bits of cities with animals coming into cities that when cars stopped, I think it's the same thing that has happened in people's creativity. People have stopped allowing other people to inform them, to entertain them, and then go, oh, I can't do that. And go, well, what can I do? In the absence of other people doing it, what can I do? And discovered all kinds of things that they can do themselves. People are incredibly creative and incredibly hungry to learn.
And the great thing about this then is that you're not just playing to an audience of zero.
We're going live on Radio London any minute now, whole time.
Performances.
Absolutely, and
Love
have them seen and appreciated by
What a great
others.
idea. You know what it's time for now?
Oh, I certainly do. It's the Billboard. It's Nick in Paddington. Nick, tell us what's going on.
Oh my goodness, well we're having a Saturday Right Fever. We're celebrating the power of art and creativity to connect. We're live streaming right now on our YouTube channel, Steamco YouTube channel. 10 o'clock we've got Action Jackson. He's going to be doing a dance activity for all the kids.
Yeah.
11 o'clock we're doing ukulele and dance. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock we're doing art stuff with local people in Oxford. And then tonight we're rinsing it 10 till 1 with DJ Count Skylarkin from his disco shed. Beat that, BBC Radio London.
Yeah, no, we can't. We can't. No, I'm going to applaud you out there. A round of applause for Nick in Paddington.
You're on Global Ed Isolation, Carrie, as well. You're on the big teacher conference today, I believe, the Global Ed Isolation. So thanks for supporting that.
Oh,
They're good friends of ours.
Oh, yeah.
Andre,
I'm going to talk about that for 30 seconds. Stay on the line, Nick, though. So that's Global Brew Ed Isolation.
Global Brew Ed Isolation. The amazing work you're doing supporting those teachers. They need everybody's solidarity at the moment.
Yeah, so that's a day of training worldwide, that is, teachers all over the world. And
Amazing.
For some reason, they've asked me to speak at that. So that's happening later this morning with me. And so just remind us, Nick, how we get involved in your thing. What's the handle?
So if you want to so the handle today is #Saturday Right Fever.
Saturday Right Fever.
Saturday, R-I-T-E, yeah, not Saturday night.
Oh, I like that.
Fever.
Saturday Right Fever.
Yeah.
And I've got my man Action Jackson, who's on standby at the moment. We're going to be live streaming on that channel now. So
Wow, well, we have just rinsed it. We have just rinsed it on BBC Radio London. We have Action Jackson's image up there as well. We had the man. Let's just stop this radio going. I wonder if I got all the buttons right then. I don't know. Do you know what? There are so many buttons to press here. I don't know what's going on. We had some fallout this week, but you know what makes all this worthwhile is seeing the face of this man on the line here. Action Jackson, say hello to the people. How you doing?
How you doing? Good morning.
You look like you're in baby feeding pose there, sat on your settee. You got your little wet rag on your shoulder, have you? The newest, coolest dad in the country. Action Jackson's in the house. So Action Jackson, what's going on there? What's going on?
Yeah, happy Saturday. Can you hear me?
I can hear you very well, loud and clear.
No, honestly, it's great to be able to inspire the world right now. You know, it's great to really bring some energy and some passion to each and every one of you here today. I'm so glad that we can spread some happiness. So yeah, I've had my baby duties this morning at 5 a.m. So I just literally handed the baby over to the mum, and we're ready to rock and roll for the rest of the day.
Well, man, what you play? You're part of our Saturday Right Fever today as well, I think, aren't you? You're doing your 10 o'clock show, are you?
Yeah, making it happen, man. Making it happen, inspiring the kids. So yeah, there's so much happening at the moment. Got the global ed isolation, and then
you're part of that as well, aren't you? You're on that as well. Fantastic.
Yes.
So give us a quick rundown on that. Give us a quick picture of that action. I know you don't know everybody because there's tons of people on there, but who comes to mind on that?
Well, Jazz comes to mind.
Oh man, Jazz, yeah.
She's on there. Carrie, who you just interviewed, is on there. So that's going to be amazing. It's just really to inspire the next generation of teachers, educators. So if you need some inspirations, need some knowledge, top up, you need to tune in on Global Ed. You know me, Brew Isolation.
Brew Ed Global Isolation. What is the hashtag? We need to look this up, don't we? Get it right.
Global Brew Ed Isolation.
Global Brew Ed Isolation. Now, just for everybody out there who doesn't know, Brew Ed, there's a lot of binary thinking in education. Some people think this, some people think that, but when it actually comes down to it, what we actually find is 80% of what everybody thinks is the same, and what we do is argue about the 20% at the extremes, and people get defined by that 20%, and it's just so wrong. What BrewEd do is they help teachers run what they call CPD events, teacher training events, on Saturday afternoons in pubs.
Yeah.
So, and they limit it to 50 people, so there's no rabble. It's 50. They always sell out in like seconds. You get a free pint if you drink, but the point is they talk about what they have in common. Do you know what I'm saying, Action Jackson? What are your thoughts about that? What about the vibe? What's your thought about the BrewEd vibe?
Well, I love the BrewEd vibe. It's just CPD, creative CPD, and I think now more than ever before, we need that inspiration, we need that motivation, we need to be able to get together and discuss ideas, because if we don't do it, who's going to do it? So the BrewEd model is such a powerful model because it allows educators and leaders to be able to come together and make it happen.
Absolutely, and people like you supporting it. They did one the other week. Graham Andre's doing all this on the Isle of Wight himself with all the technology that I can't get my head around. He sussed it out, and basically that was the UK one. This today is global, so you are part of a global network today, Action Jackson. This is maximum respect for you and your work and your art. Do you know what? I'm going to drop a tune. Let me just get a tune going here while we chat, because I want you to get a feel for the vibe of what's going on today. Hold tight.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can hear that coming through there. Let's turn it up a little bit. How'd you like that, Action Jackson? You hearing that? It's the sound of the preacher man.
Yeah.
The only one who could ever reach me was the sound of the preacher man. They call him Action Jackson. He's the preacher man. Do you know what I'm saying? The drum and bass vibe on a Saturday morning. We're coming live and direct with our friends. This is DJ Count Skylarkin, believe it or not, who's doing the DJing for us tonight, 10 till 1, from his disco shed.
Superb.
Do you know what I'm saying? This is the vibe. So he's a remixer, he's a mashup styler, he's a drum and bass artist, he does the ska. I don't know if you ever heard of a DJ called DJ Derek. Did you ever hear of DJ Derek? Action Jackson, did you ever hear of DJ Derek? Oh, have we lost Action Jackson? Have we lost?
Yeah, no, not quite.
Yeah, don't worry. So basically, DJ Derek was an accountant from Bristol, a really old guy, about 70, 80 years old. And he used to blow the roof off festivals, and he had a box full of mini discs, and it was all ska and reggae. And tragically, he died a few years ago, and DJ Count Skylarkin was given his whole music collection. So he DJs with that incredible collection of ska you can imagine. Unbelievable. And
wow.
And Action Jackson or DJ Derek, actually, Dizzy Rascal. You remember Dizzy Rascal did a video for his disco thing? Do you remember that movie with the video for it, where an old guy is DJing and Dizzy Rascal comes in the limo with all the girls and all the crew? Well, that was DJ Derek DJing in that pop video for Dizzy Rascal. And Count Skylarkin's got all his tunes now, so it's going to be amazing. So you're on for 10 o'clock. Should we let you crack on with your 10 o'clock preps then, Action Jackson? Do you think we should let you crack on?
Yeah, so we're going to be making it happen.
Yeah, that's great. So everybody needs to go and find Action Jackson on Twitter and, is it Twitter? You live stream on Twitter, aren't you, Jackson?
Yeah.
So that's for 10 o'clock. So that's kicking off our UK Art Connects Day, the Art of Oxford. It's Saturday Right Fever. We don't want the wrong fever, we want the right fever today. We want the fever, the infection that is Action Jackson, his inspiration, his aspiration. Action Jackson, tell everybody what you said to me in Bradford the other day at the Decolonising the Music curriculum about one thing everybody should make a point of doing every single day when they're in lockdown.
Make sure you're dancing every day. Make sure you're dancing every day. Make sure you're dancing every day.
So that's 3 times basically. Breakfast, lunch and dinner. Dance every meal time.
That's it.
Action Jackson, one love to you.
Yeah.
You are the man. Thank you so much for your ongoing support. And look after that lovely little daughter of yours and have a great day. I can't imagine a luckier girl on this planet.
Too, mate.
Take it easy, bruv. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness,
Bye-bye.
that is Action Jackson in the house. That is the man. He's just so inspiring. He inspires children, young people in his sessions all across the UK. Was the sound of Action Jackson. So what else is happening today? What else have we got going on today? Let's have a quick look through the slides. Who fancies a PowerPoint on a Saturday night? Who wants a bit of PowerPoint pressure? Here we are up the top of Big Ben. I've got a sign here. We have to give a government health warning here. Today is pretend, okay? You must not travel to Oxford. Stay home, stay safe, protect the NHS, protect our teachers, protect your community, and get better. Let's get this country back together. So this is pretend, okay? So maybe I need to hang this up here somewhere. What do you think? I think we need to hang it up on one of my sky hooks. Let's hang that up there like that so we don't forget that this is pretend and nobody should leave their home unless with government advice. Let's have some more of that. Actually, let's keep that going. Let's keep that going. Let's keep the vibes alive. We've had the most amazing week. We're on a UK art takeover that was only made possible by you if you've ever bought a National Lottery ticket. If you've ever bought a National Lottery ticket, everything we've done these last 2 weeks was made possible by you because we got an Emergency Arts Council grant for this. And you may have an issue, but whatever, tell us what you think. Let's tell you what we've been up to. We had a day in Belfast. We went to the Titanic Museum. We had a day at the Wales Millennium Centre. Now this is Ireland and England, and we did this before we got our Arts Council England grant, so don't worry about our money being misspent. Amazing day in Millennium Centre. We met a sculptor who really developed her art in the sandpit, if you like, at Kidsfield at Glastonbury, because we met Tony Cordy, who runs the Kidsfield at Glastonbury. That's the world's biggest free kids art festival. Unbelievable. She's now a sculptor and also designs the sets at Boomtown. Shakalaka, boom shakalaka. That's what we say if Chris Tofu's in the house. That one was for you, Chris Tofu, that little boom shakalaka, because you are the boom merchant. We had a day in the Vale of Avalon. We had a day in the Vale of Avalon down there in Glastonbury, and we met an amazing musician there. We had a lovely time with a musician called Rodney, and I forget his surname, but he was a beautiful guitarist, and he's going to play at our end of month festival, 29th to 31st. He's going to be playing at that festival, the Art of Community Festival, and we have got an amazing venue in mind for that. And do you know what? Nobody can stop us using it because it's all pretend. We then went to the Isle of Wight. We then went down to the Isle of Wight and we hooked up with one of the most inspiring people, the man that got me into all this trouble, Rob DeBank and Josie DeBank and their 4 lovely sons. We had a live link with them, and he was talking about the challenges of running a festival, and sadly has since had to cancel Camp Festival. But we're here, Robbie. We're here. You know we're here. We're always here for you, man. We've got the green screen. If you need to borrow it, let's rinse that for Camp Festival. Let's celebrate your inspiration, how you inspired us to start Steamco by bringing the vibes of Camp Festival to our kids' school. What we're going to be doing next year, because we're not missing Camp Festival next year because it's the 10th year of Steamco, we are going to rinse Camp Festival with you and get Phil and Paul Hartnell back, because we need Orbital in the house for that one, for all the disco ravey dads. Where else have we been? We went to a place called Ludlow and found it was more than sausages, because that was my hometown and I was a butcher's boy there, even though it's a gastro capital of the country. We had my mum and dad on there, bless them, who've done a load of community work. But what was really lovely was hearing from a lady, a local councillor, who wants to run a graffiti project. And we're going to connect her with, hopefully, we haven't mentioned it to him yet, but Inky, the graffiti artist, and see if we can get some funding for the kids in that community to be inspired by his art, to develop some graffiti and community and connect everybody with the art of the young people. So that's the vibe there. And if that's one thing that comes out of this, we hope you'll feel that that was good use of your £1, your lottery money, that has funded all this and made it possible. We left Ludlow and we had a thought about going to Leeds, but we decided to put Leeds back. So because we want to speak to the people that collaborated and made this amazing billboard happen with Morag Myerskoff's artwork. We love Leeds, we've got some great friends in Leeds, people like Chris Dyson at Parklands, Emma Behrman, the Chapel FM crew, and Louise, who's one of the most fantastic art teachers up there, the Tetley Gallery people, and the Leeds Dads Posse. So that's going out to everybody in Leeds. Little Kerper, we're going to get Kerper up on a stage. She wants to sing with Ed Sheeran, so let's see if we can make that happen. You've got Phil there, Phil Mellon at Leeds City Council doing all the great work, the real challenging work, protecting communities and vulnerable kids at this time. Oh my goodness, this is going to be going all day. I'm going to be worn out by lunchtime. Wednesday we're in Bradford with Jimmy Rotherham for the most amazing event, talking about decolonising the music curriculum. Amazing bunch of speakers. Sadly one dropped out because he was a bit concerned about our technology, and do you know what we say? It might not work. But here's the thing. The guy who invented the ship also invented the shipwreck, and either you're in or you're out. Either you want to play this game or you don't. If art isn't something we do which is industrialised and institutionalised and made predictable, art is something you do when you're truly alive. And we've got to teach our kids not to fear failure. We've got to teach our kids to dream. We've got to teach our kids to aim high, not that high, but higher than high. And that's what our Rocket Kids Club is all about. And at 11 o'clock, we're going to be doing a Rocket Kids Club activity with two amazing girls, Leah and her sister, whose name I forget at the moment, but they were with us at Camp Bestall. They're doing square dancing, they're doing street dancing, and they're going to do some other sort of dancing, and they're going to teach you to play the ukulele. So if you're watching Ed Finch, check that out, because you need to learn how to play the... No, you don't. You can play the ukulele. Oh well, not to worry. All good. It's all good. As you know, you just heard there, we had Action Jackson on at that place, and that's where we heard Action Jackson talking.
What message have you got for all the boys and girls today when we're talking about music and inclusivity and music by everybody for everybody? What's your parting message to all the boys and girls today, and their mums and dads and carers?
I say make sure you dance at least once a day. Yeah, because dancing releases your spirit and allows you to be free to dream big. So find a piece of music and make sure you dance to it every day, because that's what's going to help you fulfill your dreams, your heart.
Well, I'm an official disco dad because I'm now holding my disco mirror ball up in the studio here. And on Saturday nights we're having parties. Saturday night this week we've got DJ Count Skylarkin DJing here, so we'll look forward to seeing you on the dance floor. Thanks so much, Jackson.
Action Jackson, possibly the most inspiring man on the planet, and he's going to be at the Global Brew-Ed Isolation event today with Jazz and Puffar, Graham Andre and all those amazing educators who are giving up their Saturday to inspire, to connect and do their best. And our teachers have never needed your support, your solidarity, your love more than now, because they've been on the front line. They're going into schools looking after cared for children, looking after vulnerable children, looking after carers' children. Teachers have died, school leaders have died as a result of looking after other people's kids. They're putting their own families at risk, so they need solidarity from you. Stand by your teachers, stand by our leaders, stand by our school communities, do what's safe for them and you. Oh my goodness, what's going on here? There's nothing in the middle of that field. Where are the guys? I'd asked them to get set up, they're not here. Close your eyes, count to 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, because we've got Saturday Night Fever with the Disco Shed. Oh my goodness, I can't believe this. Tonight we are setting up the Disco Shed. Actually, it's setting up all day because we've got a day of activities in the Disco Shed. At 11 o'clock we're doing dance, we're doing ukulele and we're doing some art. At 2 o'clock we're going to come back and see what you've done, and your artwork will be projected on that screen above the Disco Shed at 2 o'clock. And you can even Skype in and tell us all about it. At 3 till 5 we're doing the Art Connect show, which is a day where communities can come in and tell us about their art and what they do to connect, what their passion is, what their love is. And we're hoping to get, we're getting a bunch of you from Oxford, because today's our #Art of Oxford Day on our UK Art Takeover. So we've got a bunch of people coming in for that, which is going to be unbelievable. Let's get Skylarkin in there, shall we? Hope we get Skylarkin there. Does it happen if I press that button? There we go. Check out the visuals. Check out the videos. This is just nuts. Can you imagine this tonight? Let's rewind, selector. Here we go. Oh, look at this. Let's put that up full screen. What do I have to press to get that full screen? How about that? Does that work? Yes. Count Skylarkin, the ultimate remixer, the ultimate remasher. He's the sound of the preacher man. Hands in the air if you're back at Caravanserai at Camp Festival with Chris Tofu DJing out of the back of an Addams Family hearse, smashing it, rinsing it up, blowing the roof off. A top secret fun hole, that's Caravanserai. I'm going to drop another Count Basie Skylarking track in just a moment, showing my age there with the Count Basie references. Everything is alright. Everything is going to be alright, don't you worry, we've got that later as well. And that's DJ Skank Larkin. He's going to be dropping the tunes tonight from the Disco Shed. He's got mirror balls, he's got flashing lights, he's got green screen, yes, he's got the green screen. Oh my goodness, the difference a bit of green fabric makes. Okay, we should get some mirror ball action. Where's the mirror ball? Mirror ball's down here, should we put the mirror ball up? Should we have the mirror ball hanging up? Let's put that up there then. Oh, okay, oh. One of our little sky hooks. Turn it on, right, mirror ball. Let's get that in the mix. There's your mirror ball action. Oh, it's not is it turning around? Yes it is. Let's adjust the camera just a bit. Where should we have the mirror ball? We'll have the mirror ball up there, shall we? There we go, there's your mirror ball. Bit of mirror ball action on Saturday morning. Whoop, bit wobbly. Let's get that so it's turning nicely. We are rinsing it today. We are rinsing it. So that's the Saturday Night Fever. So what's going on? 10 o'clock, it's actually should say 11. The Rocket Kids Club. 3 till 5, the Art Connect show. 6 till 7, Kids Disco. So that's right. If you want to have a go on the decks, if you want to do some DJing, if you've got any gear like this, maybe a dad's a DJ, something like that, bit of a DJ remix selection, or if you're down with the vinyl, and the white labels, we want 4 kids to do some DJing tonight in our kids disco party. So all you have to do is get in touch with us on Facebook. And we'll give 4 kids 15 minutes of fame on the decks, under the mirror ball, in the Disco Shed. 6 till 7 that is it? No, yeah, 6 till 7. And then, hold tight. And then 10 till 11. 10 till 1, so 10 till 1, Saturday Right Fever dance party. Hashtag Saturday Right Fever. Check it out, we're going all day. We're starting at 11. Action Jackson is warming up at 10. Go to Action Jackson and get some of his vibes down you now, because that's exactly what you need at a time like this. That's exactly what you need at a time like this, as well as these sort of vibes. This is Eden Project. This is Eden Project, the Eden Community HQ. The activists, community activists, trying to be as mad as they can, as MAD as they can, making a difference. And that's what they're doing, and that's what they did, because back in November, they lit the building, they lit the site to say one thing, to say thank you. To say thank you to you lottery players, because your money in the National Lottery has helped raise £40 billion to be given to good causes. Good causes, sports centres. If you go to a sports field in your village, your town, your city, you'll see Arts Council logos, you'll see sports logos, you'll see National Lottery logos, because that's where your money's being spent. £40 billion in the last 25 years. Look at that for a party venue. Who wants to have a disco in there one night? We do, and that's where we want to do at a festival in a few weeks. We're talking to Peter and the guys down there. Let's hope we can pull that off. How cool would that be? For a disco dad like me. So, stop the music, because I want to take you down country. I want to take you down to Cornwall, where we made a project last year. We did a pop-up literally at half an hour's notice with the community of Bude in Cornwall. One of the most fantastic, inspiring days. But check the tune out, because the tune that this is thrown down over is by our man Skylarkin.
Baby, me never mind. Cause tonight me I give you the whole nine, yo. Satisfaction a every girl dream. Me love to put it on, make them wriggle and scream. Me get a call from sexy Maxine. She leave a message from the inside machine. She said, "Ladies, get your shit."
People you don't know, me and Timberland been hot since 20 years ago. What the dealio? Now what the drillio? If you wanna battle me, then let me know. Got the feeling, son. Let me throw you some. People, here I come. Let's talk me when I'm done. We got the radio shook like we got it done.
Lifted me higher than I've ever been lifted before. So keep it up with my desire, and I'll be at your side forevermore.
So here we are at Bude Carnival, and I've just come across an absolute legend here. Only Margaret from the caravan up there at Northport. Margaret, what were you doing? You've got your brass or your gold. What are you up to?
I'm the president of the carnival. I'm very proud. We've just come finished carnival. We have had the best carnival ever. And it's been a brilliant day. And now I'm at the Brendan with this lovely van.
Yeah.
And
I've come all the way from London, and I'm at Notting Hill Carnival next weekend, and we're here at Bude Carnival this weekend. So why don't you come up to Notting Hill Carnival for an ease up with us next week? Do you fancy that, or have you got a tea shop to run?
I think I've got 2 shops to run. I will now.
Go get yourself a sherry, Margaret. Lovely.
Take care. Bye now.
Wow, utter legend there, Margaret. Margaret's tea shop from Northport Beach. And that is what we did with a little bit of lottery money last year. We just went round the UK doing pop-up events, connecting, inspiring and engaging communities, and that's what we want to do today. That's what we want to do for the rest of this month. It's what we want to do for the rest of this summer. We want you to share your love of art, because art is what we call it when what we do might connect us to somebody else. Art connects communities, it connects kids with their school, it connects people with careers, it can power the economy. Art, creativity, tools and technology is key to this country's future. And I've got a bunch of t-shirts here because I want you to design a t-shirt, and I'll print you a t-shirt. We're doing 5 free t-shirts today for lottery players. All you've got to do is go to our website, search for #ILoveArt and download this template, the #ILoveArt template. You fold it in half like this, and you draw a heart logo here. You take a photo, you send it in to us as a selfie on #Saturday Right Fever, #Art of Oxford. We'll print 5 of them, the 5 best, for free, but you do need to send in a lottery ticket. Let's just play this just for the players, because everybody's going to pretend, but this is just for the players. So anybody else, we've got them on our website, they're a tenner normally, and then you could even send yours off to a company we work with called Solopress, and they'll print you a poster with your I Love Art logo on as well. Look at that lovely family there from the Tabernacle here in Notting Hill. And in fact, here's another one. Here's Charlie Phillips, the photographer for the Windrush generation. Never been honoured with a knighthood, an OBE or an MBE. Contentious subjects, but he would certainly be very, very honoured, given his work for art and creativity, to celebrate his community in life and death, because a large part of his work is photographing wakes and celebrating people's lives. And that's what we need to be thinking about at this time: celebration of life, whether we have it or whether we're losing it, whatever, we need to live our lives. So check that out, #ILoveArt. There's one thing I wanted to tell you, and I can't remember what it was or whatever. We're all on Facebook. We're on Facebook. So search for #Saturday Right Fever. Search for Steamco. Find us on Facebook. We've got an event for the day today in Oxford. We're going to be updating that. We're going to be here all day. Action Jackson's kicking on now, so I'm going to crack on with one final thing. If you look very closely at my t-shirt here, let's get a little bit, should we get a close-up of my t-shirt? Let's get a close-up of the t-shirt, because this is a very, very special t-shirt, my I Love Art t-shirt here, because that is a t-shirt which has the image of Nile Rodgers, one of the most inspiring people, one of the most talented musicians, one of the most generous people in the world. Nile Rodgers has very, very generously supported our work, and in this film I'm going to show you now, you'll see how he inspired our #Collaborate 20 year. Last year was #ArtConnects19, which was inspired by the Culture Minister, Jeremy Wright, at the time. Before that, Matt Hancock, when he was there, been very supportive for our work over the years, the government. Really, really grateful for that. But Nile Rodgers smashed it in this film with one of his tunes, a remix by Late Night Tough Guy. Check it out.
It might not work, but here's the thing. The guy who invented the ship also invented the shipwreck. And either you're in or you're out. Either you want to play this game or you don't. Art doesn't work because we did something conventional and predictable, and here it is industrialized, right? Art works because we connect.
So the festival that we will be organising in 2022 is a festival of creativity in its broadest sense. What we're looking for is events that will help to bring people together and show the value of art.
An event like this is absolutely overdue. Being from a working class family as well, we've never had access to the arts.
I think this is amazing, and we should encourage Nick to do more of this so that we can connect friends through art. Is actually amazing.
Well, a lot of schools have taken music out of their curriculum, and I find that really important.
This book is going to change lives. There are 7 stories.
Keep doing what you're doing. I love your passion. Please keep doing what you're doing, inspiring the kids. I think it's great. Not enough parents spend enough time with the kids. They leave them on the iPads and things like that. And I absolutely love it. Keep doing what you're doing. I love your passion.
Again, boys will be boys. Better let them have their toys. Girls will be girls. Cute ponytails and curls. Must put an end to this stress and strife. I think I want to live that sporting life.
I'm going to make it happen for you, Nick.
I appreciate that.
Well, I'm going to make it happen for you because what you're doing is, in the end, absolutely brilliant.
I had the idea of getting a big screen to come here and celebrate, and I did a thing called a crowdfunder. I said to lots of people, I only gave myself 24 hours, and they said, you'll never do it.
One time for the Lord.
Art and creativity is absolutely everything, you know, to secure the jobs for the future.
Niall, what does collaboration mean to you?
For me, collaboration is everything. So my whole life is a collaboration.
Wow, Niall Rogers, check that out. How cool was that? How cool was that? Well, I've got to go and set up for a party. I'm just going to just remind you how amazing this is going to be tonight. The sound of DJ Count Skylarkin and the Disco Shed. There he is. Oh my goodness. Hopefully we'll get another little tune. I've got some stuff to set up now. I've got to go and get the t-shirt printer ready. So if you want t-shirts, get your template in, get your template sorted. The I Love Art template, I better take that down to the shop with me as well. Oh my goodness, it's more Count Skylarkin. Here we go, you'll know this one. You'll know this one. So we'll see you later on. We'll see you later on at 10 for Action Jackson now. 11 o'clock for the Rocket Kids Club workshop, dance, art and ukulele. And oh, here we go now, hold tight. And 3 till 5, the Art Connect show. 6 till 7, the Kids Disco. And 10 till 1, the big one, the Saturday Night Fever. Oh my goodness. I don't want to go and have my breakfast and have a shower and brush my teeth, Mum. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to.
I have a dream. One day, this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are